actually slapped me. So
She slapped with you?
Yeah.
That bitch.
Oops.
No, did you hear what he said? She slept with you. That's the most uneventful story I've ever heard. You know, when I was 16, oh my God, what happened?
Because it's Singapore.
When I was 16, there's this girl. And that's why now I'm a martial artist. Came to me, she slapped me, but I have friends that are in the gang, and then nothing happened. Like what? Yeah, I can just masturbate in a corner, and that's fine. You know, we need viewership.
And Toko comes back home. And she's like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm like, baby, it's for work.
It's for work.
So rapid question.
Yeah, tension is even worse now.
Now I'm gonna be the host, and this is called speed dating on a podcast.
What is it called? Someone's calling
Decision.
Points, decision, anonymous.
Yeah.
What is anonymous?
Unanimous. Anonymous decision, because they don't tell you who voted for the other one. You fucking idiot. It's an anonymous decision.
No. This is martial arts anonymous.
3, 2, 1.
We're live.
That's my line.
What is going on, Chris?
Welcome to a collection of blueprints, aka the Broski Porncast, with me, Chris, your lovely hosts, and Renars, who I introduced yourself yesterday in our comedy show as the Walmart Mark Wahlberg. You look like Mark Wahlberg.
That's what you said last time. And yesterday was the thing, he messed up the order, so I was not supposed to be getting on the stage. And I'm just changing and putting my trousers on, and Chris is like, and next we're gonna have, I was like, what the fuck? We're just running.
But today is not about me. Today is not about you. Today is about our guest. Her name is Gilli.
Oh, you remember me?
Short for Giltrude, I guess. And she is a very famous OnlyFanner. So, Gilli, tell us about your OnlyFans page.
Oh, yeah. Probably have about like 2 million followers. Nothing more, nothing less. Yeah.
What is
don't
this
forget
thing?
to check it.
What is this
Have
thing?
you not seen
OnlyFans? You don't know what OnlyFans is?
No.
You could make a lot of money for OnlyFans. Basically, is a pay-per-view. Basically, you put out your sexy pics, your sexy video, and people pay for it.
Are you serious?
Yes, it's super big now.
Okay, I'm quitting.
Which make no sense in this day and age because porn is free. So why would you pay for OnlyFans? I don't get it.
Okay.
Quality content.
Gilli, you tell us more about it. How did you start it? When did you start it? And why did you start it?
It's not real. She doesn't have an OnlyFans page. You fucking gullible Russian man.
Gullible. If you insult me, just call me that I'm gullible Latvian man, because that's who I am.
No, exactly. The difference between Mark Wahlberg and Renars is the same as Russia and Latvia. You know, the other one is big. Everyone knows the other one, but we have the shitty one.
Anyways, Gilli. So,
transition.
I actually met Gilli. About 3 weeks ago in a place called Avenue Fitness. Then I met you again. Then I was teaching you some kicks and stuff. You did pretty good.
Yep.
So martial arts is something what you've been doing now for how long?
The last 5 years or so. Yeah.
Right. And so as you told me, you would like to actually go and have fights, proper fights. So you want to
become a pro.
A professional fighter.
Show your guns. Flex your guns. Let me see.
Oh shit. Wow, yeah. Do like that. Like that. So in that
to the camera. Show it to the camera.
Nice. Boom. Sick tat. What is that on the right arm?
I got this in Brazil. It's
talk to the mic, please.
Neo-traditional style tattoo. Yeah. He's really good with
talk to the mic, please.
The colors.
Yeah. Try to find that spot where you can hear yourself the best.
Do you have tattoos?
No, I am a virgin.
You're a virgin.
But I think I'm gonna leave Bali with the tattoo at some point. You have no tattoos either.
I have no tattoos.
Well, maybe you can do the broski tattoo.
Yeah, but
together.
I have no tattoos because I always had this thing called a job, so I never had tattoos.
There's so many cool people actually with tattoos. What the fuck? Why job? What?
Yeah, I had corporate jobs, man. I was.
So you have to hide it, but you can just put it somewhere else.
Do you not have tattoos because of your nature of
acting?
work?
No. For me, it was for me the biggest was about tattoos. I was like, they look nice now. 10 years later, they're gonna look shit.
Which is
you gotta
false,
maintain your
because
body.
have you ever seen a 60-year-old covered in tattoo? They look so cool.
Yeah, they kind of have that,
Yeah.
have that like
That's gonna be me.
you put the filter on and it looks like cool. I don't know. I have nothing against tattoos, but I don't think I know what I want to tattoo. Like you know.
How many tattoos you have?
I think 4 or 5. Yeah.
Okay.
But they've all got meanings.
But you
for
have big
me,
ones.
So.
But you have
Of course, you got meanings. It's that you know.
Yeah.
Do you want to tell us? No, we don't want to get the meanings.
I don't give a fuck about the meaning.
Yeah.
Okay, so gritty Gilli. Gritty? Why gritty? You look like a sweetheart. Why gritty?
Have you seen some of her dancing videos? I've seen those.
Those are
on
not gritty.
OnlyFans?
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, he subscribed.
I'm the first and only subscriber.
Okay, so my question is this, because
Yeah.
Renars came to me and said, "Okay, I have a person for the podcast. I just met her. She's great." And so my question is, why are you here? Like, tell us something. I have no idea who the person.
Well, we started talking about the martial arts, man.
Oh,
We
yeah, I
started
forgot.
talking
I forgot
about
about
martial arts. So you got into it 5 years ago, but with the idea that you're going to be competing, or with the idea just to want to do martial arts, what happened?
When I first started, I just wanted to try like something different because I used to do netball. I'm not sure if you guys know
Yep.
netball. Yeah.
Yep.
So I did that for like 10 years. Yeah, most people in Europe, they don't seem to know.
Yeah, because
netball.
we have real sports in Europe.
No,
I just said
it's
I
like
just
the
said yes
Commonwealth Games.
because Gilli actually explained me netball
Yeah,
for
he
like
didn't
25 minutes.
understand.
It's like this, but it's not. It's like that, but it's not.
Yeah, the Australians and the New Zealanders, they play.
Did you just burp mid
No,
New
no, I was
Zealanders
just trying to.
and the New Zealanders?
My coach will be so upset.
This podcast is great.
No, I was just trying to.
You see,
enunciate.
just picking out random people in the gym, and outcome is gonna be fantastic. Yeah. So do you want to
So-
just try something different?
Yeah, I wanted to try something different, and I went to try with.
Have you ever had a real street fight? Have
no.
you ever beat up a girl?
No, but actually, when I was 16,
How old are you now?
how old do you think I am?
You're Asian, so you
So,
could
yeah,
be
so-
between 16 and 65 and it
Let's
would
keep
make
it that
sense.
way. Yeah,
You knew what's gonna be the answer. Why do you even ask that question?
he wants to push the limits. It's okay. I'm okay with
Okay,
that.
so when you
I'm
were
30.
16, what did you do?
So when I was 16, I think no, maybe when I was younger, like in teenage, there was a girl who kind of like bullied me.
Oh
But
shit!
back then I didn't know martial arts. I didn't know how to.
I could see that.
Why?
Nothing. You just look like the perfect.
Victim.
Yeah.
Target.
And then, so I think we were like kind of just arguing and stuff online. And then I met her. I don't know why I went to meet her. 14, 15-year-old.
And that's
And
when you
then
had your
she
first
actually-
sexual experience.
No.
Sorry. Let her talk.
Sorry.
And she actually, no, that's funny, but she actually slapped me. So
She
like,
slapped with you.
Yeah.
That bitch. She,
That-
oh, no, did you hear what he said? She slept with you.
He said she slapped me, and I said, "Did she slap with you?"
No.
And that's where it goes. It was it your first experience?
Yeah, that was my first. And I didn't know what to do because like, I mean, I wasn't really, I didn't know martial arts. I didn't know how to protect myself. And I was just like, but I had friends
So
who
you
were
beat
like,
her.
no, I
Oh,
had friends who were kind of,
Something else.
Wait, 1 second.
Yeah.
Probably is when you slap my microphone.
Oh, maybe. Try to.
Yeah, it is my
you
mic.
need to edit this, right?
No, that's fine.
It's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
My microphone was just saying, fuck this story. But okay, keep going.
Yeah,
So she slapped her. Why didn't you slap her back?
I don't know. I was just like frozen. I mean, it's my first time, but I had friends who were like with their, gangs and shit. But
What?
you don't call them. I don't know. Like you don't call them gangs.
Just group of friends
yeah,
who
just
just
group
like
of friends who were like,
beating
oh,
up.
I'm trying to like protect her and stuff. But
No, wait. Were they a gang or they were just your friends that were trying to protect you?
they were my like.
Did they shoot her? Like, what the fuck happened?
No, so what
No,
did
no,
they
no,
do?
in
Did
I'm
they?
so
Singapore,
lost.
we don't
Did you
have,
get your
like-
back?
Did I get my what?
Did they got your back? Did they protect
They
you?
did. I mean, they tried to call people and stuff, but in the end, nothing happened. I think we were just like a bunch of stupid. like,
That's the
teenagers.
most uneventful story I've ever heard. When I was 16, oh my god, what happened?
Because it's
when
Singapore.
when I was 16, there's this girl, And that's why now I'm a martial artist. Came to me, she slapped me, but I have friends that are in the gang, and then nothing happened. Like what?
This is how you tell stories in Singapore.
No,
It
no,
totally
no,
makes
that's-
sense.
Yo, that's Singapore
Yo,
stuff.
what's up? Represent.
Hold on.
By the
Yeah.
way, let me go in camera too. Okay,
Represent.
represent.
No,
So you are from
can't do shit in Singapore.
So
like,
that's the transition. The transition is that you're from Singapore, like born and
no.
raised.
Yes.
So
Mostly.
you have money.
No, no, I don't.
She looked up. It means she's loaded, man.
Really?
Yeah,
She's
2
not-
million
Well, that's why I invited
OnlyFans
her.
follower. They've been feeding.
That's why I invited her.
So you know this is a paid podcast, right?
Yeah. You guys are paying me. Right?
No, that's
The other way around.
You mean the porncast?
Porncast
porncast.
with cash.
So I'm very curious about Singapore. I've never been to Singapore. I've been deported from Singapore. I'm not gonna go into that.
Arrested?
But Singapore is a very unique place in the world.
It is. I'm very proud of it.
Are you? Mm-hmm. And Singapore is a dictatorship, right? Kind of. Oh, you cannot say that. But it's a good dictatorship. Is one of the like is showing off that if done right, dictatorship
work.
kind of works.
Yeah,
Yeah.
if the dictator is not a dick,
Exactly.
just a dictator.
Because everyone is happy. It's one of the cleanest place in the world in Asia, and we all know that they are terrible people. And so it's a great place. Everyone is happy. Everyone is rich. Why the fuck do you come to Bali?
Well, first of all, not everyone is rich. Like we have a good standard of living, but you can't say that everyone is rich.
But the
quality of living.
quality
and
of living
standard,
is right,
yeah.
of course. But I don't think there's anyone under the poor limit.
Poverty line.
The
yeah.
poverty line. Thank you for
I mean-
translating from Chris to English.
Yeah. I think there are definitely like families struggling before. My family, I mean, we are okay. I mean, we're not like poor.
We only have a Lambo.
No. But I mean, there are still a lot of families that need help, especially the older generation. I mean, the ones who are living alone but the thing is, we're progressing so quickly. I mean, in 50 years, we've actually grown so much, right? We've been put on the international map thanks to our founding father, the dictator.
That's why he would
Right,
call it.
yeah.
What is his name?
Lee Kuan Yew.
Do it again.
You
By the
wanna
way-
repeat after me.
Yeah.
Lee
Kwan
Yew.
By the
You.
way,
Lee Kuan Yew.
am I gonna have problems because I called them?
No.
Oh,
This
cool.
is not in Singapore.
All right, we're cool, right?
Lee Kuan Yew. Yeah, he's cool dude, and he's been in charge for how many years now?
I mean, he has passed on already. Like
Oh.
I was devastated as well. I mean, even though there have also been criticisms, but most of it has been, the progress that he's already done for the country, for the nation. It's
So
super
how did
admirable.
Singapore change before him? Where was Singapore before him, and how did he leave Singapore? Because you made such a enormous progress.
Ooh, testing my history.
That's right. That's a history channel.
I think it's just a common knowledge what you should know about your country.
Yeah. Well, we were kicked out from Malaysia before. And
What did you do?
he made actually? So
She has no fucking idea. She's like,
don't ask me that shit. Well, let's just skip that part.
So let's talk about your twerking videos on Instagram instead, because you're
OnlyFans.
an influencer.
No, don't
How many
call me
followers
that. I'm
you
not
have?
a freaking influencer.
How many followers?
I influence, but I'm not
How many
an influencer.
followers you have on Instagram?
More than you.
27,000?
27,000,
Yeah.
and how many of those are paid followers?
And how many of those are creepy dudes somewhere in the basement?
Including you.
I'm not in the basement. I'm just a creepy dude.
You are though. You're very creepy. What I'm very surprised about Renars, you can confirm this to me.
Okay.
So he is of course a very handsome man.
Oh. Ooh.
He's to be white. I know you guys are racist. For being white, he's a very handsome man. He has blue eyes. Yes, he's a little bit on the short side, but he has a nice build. And
Are you trying to sell him?
no, wait.
He's pimping me out.
Wait.
Yeah.
And not only that, he's very interesting as a person because he's a stuntman, he's an actor, he can do all kind of flips. He can do the splits. He can do wheelies. And being a stuntman, you learned so many different interesting things. Okay.
Actually, we were talking about that, and she's interested in that.
But
Gillian.
considering all that, the fact that, and he's a great dancer. He used to be a stripper, so he's.
Did you?
Yeah.
But before that, I used to be ballroom dancer, and I actually competed in a high level in my country. But no one gives a fuck about that.
He can move, and considering all that, you have one of the worst game I've ever seen.
I have
women.
no game.
What game?
White game?
What game?
Oh, okay. I was like, white game. I was like, you bitch. Yeah, exactly. What game? It doesn't have any game. I'm so surprised. Like, you could fuck pretty much everyone if you had a decent level of game.
Talking about the fuck game.
No,
exactly.
He's saying basically my game is shit.
He cannot flirt at all.
I don't know how to flirt. I don't know how to.
And every time you flirt, time you flirt is when you find a gay man, because gay man loves you and you love to hang out with them.
Yeah, I just think because it's easy with them. It's just you talk to them and have a good time. With girls, it's always like you have no fucking clue what's going on in their heads, and very often all of this doesn't help. It's actually they get intimidated by that, and that is true. And some people who look like nerdy or whatever, they get laid more because girls feel sorry for them, just like for you. Your girlfriend did.
No, they don't feel sorry for me. Is that well? Okay,
exactly. No. Just continue.
Have you guys had sex already?
It was beautiful. Continue that.
Look, she's blushing. See, if you make a move, you can fuck it on this table right now. We're gonna have the episode with the most views. Come on,
that's definitely going to be porncast.
Come on, guys. I can just masturbate in a corner, and that's fine, you know? We need viewership.
And Toko comes back home. And she's like, what the fuck is going on?
I'm like, baby, it's for work.
It's for work. We need to do it.
There's this Singaporean lady. She
fucks people.
No, she has set the record for the most, like, men fucked in the longest time or something like that.
Who would
How
check?
many?
Yeah, you can go.
But who would check that data?
Wait. How many?
200 over men.
In how long?
I don't know how many hours.
Don't come with incorrect data.
These kind of facts.
Check it out.
I don't even have my history on
Make Singaporean woman fuck 200 men.
Her name is Annabelle.
And no, I actually know this woman. Her Instagram handle is Gritty.
No,
Gilli.
it's not me.
Okay.
God, I said don't grill me
That's
so
her
hard.
auntie or something like.
That's my mom.
Yeah, I didn't want to say mom. I just want to say auntie.
I don't give a fuck. So Gilli.
Yes. Wait. Okay, go ahead.
No, tell me.
I had to prepare myself.
Okay,
For your level of questions.
Are you feeling comfortable?
Sure.
I think that pillow she's sitting on is already wet from not from that. Oh yes, from all of it.
This is one of
You
these.
didn't tell me this was gonna be a dirty podcast.
I didn't tell you anything.
No.
What kind of,
Okay, now
it's a collection of blueprints.
Now, real story. I actually knew Gilli. I just didn't remember her because she's very non-memorable.
Yeah.
And but when I saw her, because we were recording the podcast in my villa, she came, and the first thing she told me, I was like, "Hey, Gilli or Gilli?
Gilli. Yeah.
Hey, I'm Italian, so it comes natural for me
Giovanni.
to say Gilli. Hey, Gilli, nice to meet you." And she looked at me in my eyes and she said, "It's my first time. Please be gentle." That's what she said.
Don't go so hard.
Oh,
That's
so hard on me.
That's
Don't
the
be so
worst. That's the fucking worst. Don't go so hard. I'm a
that
petite
way.
Asian. Don't go so hard.
Don't shout in a microphone.
Sorry. I just
Excited.
like to
See,
shout
you got
in the mouth
excited.
because you have to fix the sound.
Yeah, thank you very much.
By the way, you can find our podcast now not only on YouTube but on Spotify as well.
We are
Nice.
on Spotify.
So next time you go and you do your workout, you put on the headphones and you listen to us.
To my voice.
To your own voice.
my voice,
It's
yeah.
like masturbating, basically. Because you give to yourself pleasure. Okay, that's it. Okay, Gilli, are you still searching for the...
Yeah, I think so.
No,
Well, anyway, the first time I
he's just
met him,
not interested anymore. He's just doing his shit.
I'm just watching Netflix.
He's just checking his emails.
the first time I met him, he was like flying all across the room, literally. As in
What?
Okay, what's the name?
Acro yoga?
Annabelle Chong.
What? Annabelle
Annabelle Chong.
Chong or whatever. I probably misspelled it. Annabelle Chong.
Okay, so what do you mean you were flying across the room?
He was like, spinning and doing all crazy shit.
What the fuck
like,
were you doing?
Yeah.
I was
training.
spinning and doing crazy shit.
Yeah.
You're not hearing
I
what she's
like-
saying? I was doing bow
Handstands.
stuff. I was doing bow stuff. It's like stick. I was, spinning bow stuff.
You were playing with your stick.
Yeah, I was playing with my stick.
I was whipping the
That
stick.
caught her attention. Is
Oh,
it
so
this
she-
one?
so
Annabelle?
she
Is this
approached
one?
you?
Yeah, that's her.
Okay, so
So what is what?
she fucked a lot of people?
Yeah, they set the record.
She has the whole
Can we-
Wikipedia page here.
Yeah. Just go read. Yeah.
World's biggest gangbang.
Yeah.
300 participants.
I don't know why that's gonna appear on my podcast, but please.
No, but wait. My question is, read there, because she's famous. So there were 299 men and her. Was she the only female in the gangbang? Read it. When it says gangbang, you have to read. It's not that difficult.
Sorry, I didn't mean to put Singapore. Like
Exactly, and she was like, "Oh, we as a country,
Wait, can we
we're
talk about-
important. We
So-
we get independence from Malaysia, and we fuck a lot of men. That's what we do.
No.
That's what you said.
No.
There you go. Initial reports.
Anyway,
She had sex with 251 men over the course of 10 hours, or with around 70 men multiple times to reach a total of 251.
That sounds just like my ex-girlfriend.
So in 10 hours, 251 men.
Damn.
How? Stick in, run. Stick in, run. Stick in, run.
Wow,
I
that's
don't
amazing.
know.
That is
I don't
that is
wanna know.
romantic right
That's
there.
amazing.
No,
That's
can
some
we go
love.
back to like talking about other stuff? Singapore.
Okay, so tell us the 3 interesting facts about Singapore. Go.
Go.
You can get fined for almost anything.
That's awesome.
Weren't you trying to say something good about Singapore?
No,
Yeah,
no.
because
3
they're so-
interesting facts. So that's interesting fact.
Yeah.
But she is shitting on Singapore.
So the fine.
She's never going to be able to come back to Singapore.
So you get
after-
fined pretty much for everything. Would you get fined for spitting on the floor?
Spitting.
Throwing a
That-
chewing gum.
Yeah. Throwing things out the
um,
window.
Slapping a cop.
Oh,
Yes.
really?
Yeah, you can assault anybody.
Killing
yeah.
somebody, you get
Killing,
fined.
mhm.
What about smoking weed? How is the drug
Oh.
stuff going on?
It's like
Is it as shit as here?
no, it's really strict. I mean, just even anything like trafficking and all, it's a lot.
Even
of
anything trafficking, like human beings trafficking?
No, like drugs. Really,
No, I like
I
it
don't
because
do any of it.
I like
so
it because to
don't-
her, like it's not like even anything like smoking 2 grams. No, even anything
Yeah.
like trafficking. I like it's crazy. Like you
What-
have 50 kilos of coke, and they
What
get
would it happen if I would be smoking a doobie on the street and a cop would see me? What would happen?
think they can arrest you.
And there's also
They don't do that.
And there's also physical punishment, right?
Yeah,
Oh.
caning. But I'm not sure if that's for drugs though. I think it might just be like death sentence and stuff. But
What?
they have
wait.
For drugs, you just get
Slow
killed straight
down,
away.
slow
That's
down.
it.
So is death sentence by caning? So
No,
they beat you to death?
No.
No,
She
no,
said
no.
that caning is for other stuff. For drugs, you just get killed straight away. Yeah, that's
yeah.
what she said.
I think so, but I'm not sure. Cause
So
like,
that's what would happen if I smoke a doobie on the street.
So I think that the government of Singapore should hire you as like
this is
the
why I'm not in law.
And our speaker, Gilli,
Hey, excuse
aka
me.
Gritty Gilli,
the minister of tourism.
please welcome to our country.
Excuse me, I'm an advocate for fitness and martial arts, not for drugs and shit. So
Drugs
so
and
so
shit.
if you take drug, you deserve to be killed.
Yeah.
no, I don't know about that, but I think it differs based on like how much you have and how many grams and whatever shit, right?
I like it because she started by saying I don't know, and then she just say facts that are
And just
invented.
random and shit. Do you want me to be more precise? Yes, it's and shit. That's good.
Okay, so let's go. Wait.
And-
Let's go back because you're
Yeah.
terrible. Let's go back
Oh my
to
God, that
to
was
the
so
mixed
consoling.
martial arts. I can't even speak. So, what's your base of mixed martial art? Did you start with a traditional martial art like karate, taekwondo, judo, or you just went straight into MMA after that girl slapped you at 16-year-old?
Straight away to like bare knuckle fights and understanding what to do.
No, I started in jiu-jitsu, like BJJ.
Ooh.
Have you done
Ooh.
it? He does
Yes,
it.
we
We both
actually
are doing.
we're doing it, and we just started. It's not true that we just started. I started.
For me, it's like 2.5 months, I think. But I was sick in the beginning, but now I'm doing it properly for like a month.
I started many years ago, Actually, I started in a gym in Iceland, which is the gym of Gunnar Nelson, which is a UFC top 10, top 15 fighter in welterweight.
Watch out for the time.
Yeah, just 2 minutes more.
Yeah.
And but I started doing 3 months yes, 7 months no, 4 months yes, 9 months no.
Because you're traveling?
Yeah, and so I haven't done it in a lot, and I always done without the gi, so this is the first time I do it with the gi, and it's very different. But and Renars, on the other hand, he'd never done jiu-jitsu before, but he has done judo.
Yeah, I got brown belt in judo, yeah.
Yes, so now, basically, we're both white belts. We just started, and we have this competition.
Rivalry.
We have this bet going on, who's going to get the blue belt first.
Yeah, so every time if I'm not in the gym and he's at the gym and he takes a photo and he's like, I got the blue belt first.
And vice versa. So what belt are you?
I'm still a blue belt.
Okay.
I had to stop for a while because I did some surgeries for my knee and for my arm.
Oh, shit.
Yeah. One of it, which was actually from a competition, like a jiu-jitsu
They broke your arm?
grappling competition. Yeah.
But that's very interesting. We're going to come back after a small break.
Boom.
Boom. Why did...
1, 2, 1, 2. Yes, and we're back. So you were telling us that you got your arm broken during a BJJ competition?
Yeah, I did a grappling submission-only competition. So if you're familiar with the Eddie Bravo
Yes,
rules,
invitational.
Yeah. So
AB
if,
rules.
Yeah, if there's no submission within the stipulated time, you would go into like overtime with kind of like sudden death, right? So whoever finishes first, either through...
I always finish first. Just saying.
Chris.
In BJJ, I mean.
we have imaginary curtain here. If you talk shit, I just try to like close it.
Show.
Yeah.
It's good.
Yeah, I'm in timeout.
And then, so during my turn to submit her, she will start in a spider guard position.
Right.
I finished her with an armbar. But then when it was my turn to pull out,
Chris is dying inside.
Yeah,
Chris is dying inside. He's like in Friends, Chandler, who wasn't allowed to make jokes about, like, they said, like, we're gonna bet you, like, you can't do the jokes for a certain period of time. Like, now you're dying.
Look at him, he's alright. Anyway, my arm ended up. The force was applied towards my forearm, so it broke here instead. So I didn't know I broke my arm, so I continued to.
So basically,
I'm very curious about this. Like, I mean, I just start doing it, but anytime I can feel that sometimes when they go too fast, you like kind of like didn't hear you, but that is their fault, like, because
no, but it's competition.
Yeah, your adrenaline is high.
Adrenaline.
No,
yeah.
but that's also with tapping. Like, in training, you tap much earlier. In competition, you try to power through. But what I like about our guest today is that basically she came here. She's gritty, because that's on her Instagram, so she must be gritty. And she said, you know what? I'm a martial artist because when I was 16, a bitch slapped me. And then I started training, and what happened is that another bitch broke my arm. That's a very powerful story.
Oh, but she broke another bitch's arm. You see?
I did.
That's the sportsmanship. That's the sportsmanship right there. You break my arm.
No, but usually the stories is I've been slapped when I was 16 and I became a world champion. And the story she's telling us, I was slapped when I was 16, but when I was 22, they broke my arm. Fuck.
But I did compete at the Jiu-Jitsu World Championships as a white belt. I got 3rd place.
In the Jiu-Jitsu World Championship?
Yeah.
When was it?
How many participants?
2016. In my weight category, it was like rooster weight, so like 48 kilos. Was 8 of us.
Then you get 3rd.
How did you get in the World Championship?
Just travel there and like compete.
Oh, yeah, I was passing by. They said,
Yeah.
"Oh, you're World Championship. Can I?"
But still, when someone says that they're 3rd out of 8, I'm like,
Yeah.
And also, is it really a World Championship if there's only 8 people?
Only because I used to do karate, and I remember like we had this, and now we're gonna have a European champion. There's like 3 countries. Like, fuck off. That's not European championship because it's not represented countries in the levels.
The thing is,
Stop
I mean, for
shitting on her.
Jiu-Jitsu,
I'm not shitting. I'm just saying when someone says I'm 3rd out of 8, that's
for Jiu-Jitsu competitions, I mean, there are a lot of them in the US, right? But in Asia, there's not as
so
much.
it's just not that popular.
I mean, it's pretty popular in Japan as well, as in Hong Kong. I think they have in China now.
No,
there are
but
more
also in
competitions.
Singapore, because in Singapore there is ONE FC, which is one of the biggest MMA organization in the world.
Yeah.
Because in the US there is the UFC.
Yeah.
And ONE FC is almost as big.
Is it like ONE FC?
One.
One championship,
shit.
yeah.
And like for example, Demetrius Johnson, which is one of the best to ever done it. He actually has the record of consecutive UFC title defense in the history. He has 11 title defense. Now he fights for ONE FC. And in Bali MMA, a couple of ONE FC champions came out of Bali MMA, right?
Yeah.
They also have the belt inside the gym.
Yeah, with Jingnan, like the girl from China.
Yeah.
She's
And
really good.
most of the guys of the fighters they fight in ONE FC. Anthony fights in ONE FC.
Yeah, what was the
Yeah.
guy's name who came to Comedy Club? He's competing and fighting. I don't know. What is it? ONE FC?
Who? The owner?
No.
Don?
So who? Three guys came on Bali MMA. Remember?
Ethan?
On comedy, we had three guys. The one missing tooth, and then there was a younger kid. That was the one who was
Tariq.
competing. Yeah, Tariq. Yeah.
Tariq fights for One Warrior series, which is like a pre-show
Yeah.
before one championship.
And like when I did grappling with him, BJJ, and he
He's
just
awesome.
and he's not. He quite strong, but not that strong.
Can you speak
but,
in English though?
But they shut up. But like his skill level, like his technique was just impeccable, really
Yeah.
nice. So
I love his striking.
But yes, he's a very good striker. But people have no idea who we're talking about. So let's get back to Gritty Gilli. So you're an advocate for martial art, but also you're an advocate for fitness. You have a fitness page, more or less.
Well, I mean, I've always been not always working in fitness, but I actually, before I moved to Bali, I was working for Under Armour.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah, for like across 6 different countries in Southeast Asia, doing more digital marketing. So,
Okay.
yeah.
is that what are you still doing now as well?
Yeah, I'm still doing like
But
online work,
now you're like,
social media.
what do you do? Like more private? You're more like.
More online stuff, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when we had a gym here before, I was like...
Because I used to go before I went to Bali MMA, before Corona, I used to go to this very good gym, very nice. They had one in Jakarta and they opened one in Bali, but now closed already. She was one of the owners.
No, I wasn't the owner. I was managing the place.
She was.
She was the manager?
She was the girlfriend of the owner, wasn't it? Did you say the ex was?
Yeah, my ex.
Yeah, I heard that.
And the gym was also sponsored by Under Armour, right?
Yeah. So it was actually a partner gym of like Under Armour, and that's how I met my ex as well. And when he decided to open in Bali, that's when I also decided to move here. It was a great opportunity, and I had to take it. I was like, because for me, like I know corporate life was never for me. I started off working in tech, so I was doing sales for like tech platforms, online payment, things like that. But
And is that what is your education? So what kind of what did you study?
business management.
Business management.
Yeah.
So the podcast is called The Collection of Blueprints. And we talk about unconventional living. So basically, you had the opportunities to move to Bali from Singapore because of also your boyfriend at that time. So you had this opportunity to manage this gym, and you're like, great.
Yeah.
So
Live and breathe fitness, right?
exactly. But so then you split up with your boyfriend. That was before and after the gym closed.
After.
So the gym closed.
No, sorry, before.
So you split up, and after you left, the gym closed. So fuck your boyfriend.
No.
No? Okay, sorry.
Beautiful. That sounds like a romantic story right there.
So you decided to split. At that point, of course, you had a choice. You were like, I either have to go back to Singapore
Yeah.
and resume the corporate life, or I can just try to survive in Bali and do my own thing.
Yeah.
So what was your thought process? Have you ever thought about going back, or you were like, fuck it, I'm just gonna live in Bali?
I mean, everything happened also during like the COVID time, right? So
So
It's
basically,
not
your
really-
boyfriend had to spend more time with you during the lockdown, and it was like,
no,
fuck
we never
this shit.
spent it together. So the whole like pandemic, has been. I mean, it's been like a year already. So I was thinking whether or not to go back to Singapore during that time, right? When the borders and all were shut.
Of course.
But I never never wanted to go back. So I just figured a way to like stay. I mean, with the visa situation now also and the travel situation, I don't really want to go anywhere. And yeah, I think like just online, you know, anyway, it's the future.
So now you're your own boss.
Yeah, in a way.
And
more freelance.
And you keep on doing marketing.
Yeah, online marketing, and I'm also trying to start my own platforms. So since the pandemic, I was actually connecting with women from across the world who, you know, they also wanted to stay fit. So I mean, I was learning dance as well virtually. So I decided, okay, why not just invite other women to join me, yoga. I'm starting with these two, and then slowly I'm adding more different styles of like classes.
So wait. So you are starting this platform for yoga and dancing for women. What's the name?
The Ladies Lair.
The Ladies Lair.
The Ladies Lair. You definitely have to mention that in our story afterwards.
The Ladies Lair sounds like a code name for vagina. That's my ladies' lair.
It's like men have your lairs where you go.
Do you want to enter my ladies' lair?
No.
What is the men lair then?
Yeah, because like you guys, the ass, and you guys play like video games.
We have the main
shit.
cave.
Lair. I like
We have the
that.
main
yeah,
cave.
we have
It's called
cave.
the lair as well.
Yeah, also.
Okay.
But why just for women? I think it's very sexist.
It's so
What
sexist.
if I want to participate?
I want to be part of this.
Relax.
I always like dancing.
I have the Let's lair as well.
What? The Lex?
Let's. L-A-D.
Let's.
Let's.
Let's. Not
Let's.
No,
Like-
just la.
like blokes.
Let's do it.
Yeah.
Oh, the Let's lair.
Yeah, you can be a part of it. But I'm focusing
probably
on the
should.
women first, yeah. Yeah. You want to get fit, right?
Finally. Yes. Yes.
The Empire Strikes Back.
After 3 hours abuse.
Yeah.
One little
All right,
jab.
so you need that, okay?
So you represent that girl who slapped her when she was 16, and
Trauma, past
then 10
trauma.
years later she breaks the arm. Cool.
Yeah.
And so also about martial arts, just want to go back to it, well,
No, actually, on that note, so I met Richard Branson when he was here
Oh,
in
shit.
Bali. Yeah, Sir Richard Branson.
did you met
And-
Richard
I
Branson?
didn't met Richard Branson, but he knows that he comes in Bali, and his brother comes often in Bali.
Oh, okay.
The brother is like a DJ or a music
Is
player.
he?
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh.
Anyway, yeah, when I told him my idea for the lair, he was like, "Don't forget about the men too." So I'm like,
Yeah, exactly. That's what we just
So
said.
you
Like
see?
you don't need Richard.
Beautiful
Branson.
minds
Yeah,
think alike.
exactly.
No, it's not that, but I do need to have focus, right? So I'm focusing on the women first because I also understand more their mindset and
Okay.
what they need. So
Yeah, of course you don't understand the man's mindset. That's why you're single again.
how do you know I'm not attached?
Yeah, you didn't have no
oh yeah,
idea
you
what's
didn't know,
going
yeah.
on. Gritty Gilli's out and about.
So I can see this sexual tension going with you and Renars.
What are you
So
talking
what are you guys gonna do about it? Look at
Wow.
Renars is like, he's helping me out.
You need to help to my game. My game is shit.
So okay.
Silence.
So question, rapid
Okay.
question.
Yeah, tension is
I'm
even
gonna
worse
be now I'm gonna be the host, and this is called speed dating on a podcast.
You didn't tell me this was gonna be.
Now we have our two contestants. On my right, there is Gritty Gilli,
Whoa.
and on my left, there is Broski Renars.
What up? There's a lady just entered and she's like, "What do I do?"
Hey, lady. She's the one who. She's the maid.
She's the maid.
Yes.
That's how cool it is to live in Bali. Everyone has their own maids.
Even the maids have their own maids in Bali. So,
So what's the first question?
Gritty Chili.
Yes.
From 1 to 10, how do you rate?
Do I have to do this?
Yes,
course.
you have to.
This is how we.
We signed the contract.
Yeah.
How
Where's the contract?
how do you rate Renar's nipples? Show your nipples.
Oh
please.
no! Listen,
show your
what Spotify people gonna do? They can't see this
It's
shit.
fine. That's why she
Can I
has to
come?
rate.
I can't see.
You have to touch them.
It's too small.
Touch. Just with put your finger out
Oh my god!
and touch a nipple. Come on.
No,
can see
no,
this shit.
no touching nipples.
She's up for it.
They're very sensitive. I'm gonna get
I
all
don't hurt
aroused.
them.
So-
I'm gonna get all aroused. What are you
Okay,
gonna do
so-
then?
break
So
anything.
1 to 10. Renard's nipple? Do you know he has 3 nipples, by the way? He does.
How do you know? You've been sucking on it.
Yeah, I do. That's what I do. I've been milking him. So
I've been lactating recently. It's been hurting.
okay.
Chris, help me out. This is the worst speed dating ever.
Next question for Renars.
Yeah.
If you would have to bring Gilli to a romantic date,
Yeah.
where would you bring her?
I would bring her. It's no brainer. I would bring her to.
Don't say the chip.
No. Near Old Man's. There's this place.
Near an
called-
old man. Or for people not from Bali,
Oh,
old
yeah,
man is
yeah.
the name of the club. I will bring her near old
No.
man.
Old
There's a cafe with the view to the ocean and stuff. So we can have that.
Oh, the Japanese restaurant. At the
Seaweed. That's called seaweed.
Ah, no,
Something like
okay,
that.
no.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, Gilli.
Question mark. Yeah.
Gilli. Would you like? Are you busy tonight?
Yes.
What do you have? Shut up. What do you have to do tomorrow night?
Nothing.
Are you free tomorrow night to go to this place near some old man?
I'm busy tomorrow.
There you go. It did not work.
Okay,
let's
You
move
said
on.
tonight. Tonight I'm free though.
Oh, tonight she's free. Can you change your plans?
Can I tell what I'm doing tonight?
Oh yeah, sure.
I'm doing mushrooms with string.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
Mushrooms and what?
If you want to come join us.
String. There is this very cool guy.
Another comedian. He was a guest, actually, previous
Yeah,
guest.
he's a comedian. He's very homosexual,
He's like super over the top.
and we love him for
You
that.
know what he does? He sticks his finger up my armpit and he does, oh, Renard, so good. Oh, what are you doing to me?
And now that-
yesterday, I'm like, I stick my finger and then I stick in his nose when he came to the comedy place and he's like, oh, Renard, stop doing this. I need to get on stage. And he crossed his legs.
Okay, so and they're doing mushroom together. So I think you're in for a great
Yeah,
experience.
so if I walk funny tomorrow, you know why.
Why don't you join them?
Join us.
I can't. I'm Singaporean.
Oh, so you can do
Another
mushroom?
interesting fact, yeah, even if you're not doing drugs in Singapore, but overseas, you can still be,
Punished.
yeah.
Because they censor it.
How? They
I don't
have
know,
a
if you
sen-
go back and
Censor,
stuff, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Yeah, but so
not
like
my
you
thing.
cross the border and they're like, oh, you did mushroom 15 months ago and we're gonna kill. Like, how
Exactly.
does that
I don't
happen?
know.
Do all Singaporean have a chip? Like, what happens?
I don't know.
Okay, so he failed this speed dating. He failed.
Did not
Don't
work.
worry, we will find someone that Renard can fuck.
Next
Stay
time, next
tuned.
time. Make love. I don't like when people say fuck.
Oh, you're
What's
such
the
a
difference?
I just don't like it.
Renard.
It just sounds so nasty.
Renard.
I don't like it.
Why don't you want to enter?
Do it.
Gilli's
I would rather
Lair.
say
Oh my
let's do it.
And what?
He said, let's do it.
Yeah. No, I'd say like
Hey, I have a spare bedroom. I mean, you guys can go. I can finish up by myself.
You remind me of
no, we're gonna watch while you're gonna be finishing yourself off.
It's great that we're in Asia because if this was in the US, she would probably sue us after the podcast.
Pretty much.
And we would be cancelled.
Yeah. Can we go back to the martial arts, please? The
Yes,
wrestling.
He's trying to stay on
He
track.
wants us to wrestle in the bedroom, but I'm talking
but
about
it's not like she's like
what?
I didn't know you were gonna be pimping.
exactly.
Pimping. Are you
We have
pimping?
world-class martial artists. Like she got her arm broken.
No. She needs to work on her kicks for sure.
Yeah.
Her punches are good. But so what was other martial arts? BJJ. What else?
Well, since I moved to Bali, I've been trying to transition to MMA. So I learned more wrestling here. The wrestling is really good at Bali MMA.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Because one of the owners, Don,
Yeah.
he used to be a Division 1 NCAA wrestler.
Which one is done? The missing tooth done?
Yes.
Oh yeah, he's you can
he's
see
really
you can
good,
see him.
yeah.
And he fought
learned
also
a lot.
for Strikeforce, I think.
Yeah, he's cool. This morning I got in the gym. He was like, "How was your comedy yesterday?" I was like, "Well, you should come and see it." And he's like, "But you don't want to see my face in front that I don't laugh." I'm like, "Well, try."
No, but they've been supporting. But okay, keep going. Sorry,
Yeah,
you're
he's
trying
very stern.
to transition to MMA. You've been
Yeah.
doing some. When is gonna be your debut?
Oh, I've done a few Canggu fight nights. That
Have you
has been
won?
fun.
Have you lost?
Yeah, I've won. I've done like maybe 3 or 4.
Oh,
My first one I lost. I mean, I fought a girl bigger than me, but it was like exciting. Yeah.
when you say lost,
it
did
was-
you get like beaten up or she submitted you?
No, we didn't do MMA. We did more like boxing and and
So was it points?
kickboxing.
Or the first one knocked out?
The first, no, we were going strong and.
She knocked you out?
No, nobody knocked out. But we were like
She
going
slapped
at
you
it.
and she started crying.
Yeah, so they just like what is
I
it
hope they
called?
bring it
Someone's
back.
calling it
Decision.
points, decision,
Decision,
anonymous.
Yeah.
What is anonymous?
Unanimous. Anonymous decision. Because they don't tell you who voted for the other one. You fucking idiot. It's an anonymous decision.
No. This is martial arts anonymous. Thank you for coming. Tonight we're going to talk about don't beat up random people on the street.
Oh my
Martial artist
God.
anonymous. Cool.
Okay, let's stop right here 1 second. Let's stop.
What is the
So-
first language in Singapore? Is it English?
Yeah, English. I speak Mandarin as well. You want to learn some
Yeah,
words?
because your English is interesting.
Okay,
It's kind of I can
Singlish?
sense. I can sense a little bit of something going on there. So
Ooh,
as a
I can sense a little bit of something going on. I think he's hitting on you.
I
I can sense a little bit of something going on there.
yeah, that's my game right there.
In your lady Lair.
Hey! Anyway.
Strike one.
No, that's already strike
Yeah,
two.
like 2, 3, 4. I already lost count.
So, teach us a little bit of Mandarin.
Okay. Well, what's any word that you know?
Hello.
Ni hao, no.
Yeah, ni hao.
Ni hao is hello.
Boom.
Well,
Yeah.
thank you.
You good? Like literally.
Ni hao.
And
Ni
and then
is
and
you.
then I know niga,
Nega. It goes nega.
Nega? which is what, right?
It's like not sure.
那个. You mean 那个?
Yeah,
那个 means that one.
that one.
Yeah.
That one or maybe that one.
那个.
Okay. What?
I mean, there's a bit of a.
Okay, teach us something. How do you say ladies lair in Mandarin?
I don't even know.
Is there a layer in a Mandarin?
Well, is the land of the dragon.
Mm.
Dragon is long.
The
And-
dragon
and-
is long. What? Wait, what? That's
Wait,
what she said.
long. No, literally the word dragon is
She's
long.
teaching
So
us how to
in
say it.
Chinese, you have like 4 intonations. La 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 la.
Oh.
Try that.
La 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 la.
la.
They're all the same.
No, it's not. There's la. That's the first intonation. La. La.
La.
La.
La.
La.
La. Easy.
I want to kill myself.
Okay. Just teach us quickly a phrase. What is the phrase?
No, okay. If
I want some beer.
No, wait. Fuck off. Because he has no game, if he wants to hit on a Chinese girl.
Yeah, what's up? How do I say what's up?
Just 你好.你好吗?
你好吗?
But that's boring. So
That
we
is
want
boring.
something more interesting.
Exactly. Like, how do you approach a Chinese?
Okay, tell her her eyes are pretty.
Okay.
That's in every language.
Yeah. 你
你
means you. 你的眼睛
你的眼睛.
很漂亮.
Oh wow.
You
that,
lost-
that wasn't over.
You lost me there. I was just so excited. Dude. I like got it.
很 means very.
很
很漂
漂
亮.
亮.
Okay, this segment is horrible.
It's gone.
Come on,
In
please
Latvian,
try
is, in Latvian, it's so much easier. Tev ir skaistas acis.
Exactly.
Like, what about Italian? Quick.
Shut the fuck up. That's how we say. So, what's the worst pickup line that you ever heard?
I don't know. I don't.
Jesus. Hey there. Are you
Oh,
an
they're so-
angel?
Yeah.
Oh man.
I heard someone crash. Did you just fell off?
Hey there. Have you just fall from the stars? Because your face is
There are
all
a lot
fucked
of
Oh,
up.
fucked up.
creepy-
I saw that William did on stand up. Sorry.
There's a lot of creepy mess.
That creepy.
Do you get a
on-
lot of creepy messages on Instagram?
Yeah. Well, they've been like asking for, panties. Like.
Oh,
there's
panties.
this
That I
guy-
always get this one.
You.
What do you mean you get it?
No, like people ask my panties.
Oh god.
What? What?
Yeah.
What? Wait,
I make
what?
sure it's
Stain.
brown stripes on it.
Do you sell them?
Yeah, big money.
No, but really, you should open an OnlyFans
Just
account.
fucking
Yeah,
joke.
you should have one.
I should do that.
So they ask for your panties?
Yeah, there's one like who had been so persistent, like
wow,
emails after emails.
clean
please,
ones.
please let me respond to him.
Okay.
That would be amazing.
fun.
No, please let him send Chris's panties instead.
with
much would you
pictures.
charge, though?
And the guy's like, what is this parachute? What
I'll
is
do it for free. I'll do it for free.
No, don't do it for free.
No, 10 quid,
How much are your panties
$10.
I've got nice panties. With this podcast is
It's
going
disaster.
down.
What about, what do you think is a good way to meet a guy who could be your future future
why?
man?
Why
Like,
you
no, like,
Deep. I like this
so,
question.
no, it's like whether you go to the club and you hang
Yeah.
out, do you think it's okay when the guy comes over, hey, what's up, you look good, could I get your number? Or
That's what you say.
or you think,
No
shut
wonder
up,
why
shut
you
up,
never fuck.
shut up. We need t-shirt with the shut up on it. And then or it's like a restaurant or something, or you hang out in a pub maybe and you have just meet up with your friends and someone
Tinder.
just come talk to you, or it's Tinder, or
I'm not a fan.
what do you think is good scenario?
He's asking for a friend.
Yeah, for a friend.
Okay.
No, because what
I
I'm
see.
saying, because the people so got used to the Tinder only swiping
Yeah.
and whatever, the game is gone. The book game literally has to be destroyed now because it doesn't work anymore. It's all about swiping and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like, I'm not a fan of like dating apps, and
So if you want to meet Pretty Lily, you just have to ask for her panties in her DMs. That's how it works.
But you see, the other problem is, the question is, where do you actually socialize? You know, when I lived
Bali is just weird. Like,
It is.
it's just a weird like dating.
I mean, nowadays
Once.
with Bali is easier than most places, because think about it.
Yeah, of
nowadays
course.
with the pandemic and the social
Everyone's
distancing
stuck
and the
here.
mask, like
No, but Bali, like right now, comparing to go to London or any of these places where there's a lockdown, it's only Tinder. You
Yeah.
know, even with Tinder, some people are like, I'm not doing this, you know, and come with a mask and shit.
and then you sit down and you do like Tinder, but then it's real life.
Yeah, but in Bali here, like you can go to different places, like Deos, you know,
Yeah.
and if you see a cute girl next
Bali is
to you,
pretty
you can
much
go
open.
talk to them and stuff like that.
Bali's most like what?
It's pretty much open. It's not on lockdown. You can do whatever you want.
Yeah.
Well,
So about the dating game, whatever. If you're not socializing much, let's say if you just go do martial arts all the
Yeah.
time and you see the same people,
that's why I'm not attached.
exactly.
Yeah, I mean it's well, at the same time, like, yeah, sure, I'm open to meeting someone,
Sorry.
but it's kind of hard. I mean, the only thing
It's
is
kind of hard. That's what she said.
Oh.
it's no, it's interesting. I mean, in Bali you meet so many interesting people.
True.
Just like, but a lot of times they're just traveling. Like, I mean, before the pandemic as well.
She's very confused. She's like a politician. She's trying to answer, being all diplomatic because it's difficult. But
I think, yeah.
give us a straight answer.
I think it's just keep doing like what you love to do, you know, and you show up at places where you'll meet people.
Just like
that-
we met, you know, but it never happened. I taught her how to do the kicks and everything.
Yeah.
I felt just used. I felt used, and that's it.
So
You
why?
know,
I even gave her a ride home,
Oh,
just on scooter.
you're such a sucker.
Yeah, and then she just jumped off and ran away.
what am I supposed to
Like-
do?
Without a goodbye kiss.
Yeah, she didn't even.
I'm not. I'm Asian.
I don't think she even stayed in that place. She stayed in a different place, so I would not know where it is to come back.
So Gilli, tell the truth. Is he now in the friend zone? Is he in the friend
100%.
zone?
Yeah.
Is he in the friends?
I'm probably not even there. It's like I'm nowhere.
He's in the acquaintance zone.
Yeah, I'm the one who brought her to horrible
no, he's
podcast.
cool. He's in the cool zone.
Cool zone.
Cool zone.
Cool
yeah.
zone still don't fuck. The
Yeah.
cool zone is still.
I mean, I'm just like, I don't know. I'm kind of
What does he have to do? Tell us.
Why we didn't ask these questions to String?
Because I would be afraid of the answer.
String would be, let's go do this. Let's suck that dick.
Coffee's great.
You're having coffee right now. Is
Podcast.
it me? Is
This
it me
is an
who's blocking the
unusual-
goodbye?
Yeah, you killing the vibe entirely. The whole
How
episode.
weird. Because actually, this is what we do. This podcast doesn't exist. It's a way for Renars to update.
Right. I see. Okay. So you're bringing. This is the modern Tinder.
So whatever Renars you think you would want to date, just bring it to podcast, and we get all the answers and questions, get her comfortable, try to get her in the bedroom. Yes, let's do this.
No, but like I've heard many people with like horror dating stories, and that's why I just haven't. I'm not like looking or whatever. If it happens, it happens. But it's not like, oh my god, I'm trying to go on 10.
So what's your
100
ideal
different
guy?
dates.
Is he from Latvia? Your ideal guy? just asking for a friend.
Or Italian. Just asking for another friend.
But the population in Latvia is like what, 3 million, right?
Not even 3. It's 1.8.
1.8 million.
Yeah. If you.
What about Singapore?
Now we're at like 5.5.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think it's increased.
We
now.
are way more special.
Oh, yes, yes.
So if you get a Latvian, you have to feel like you have like this exotic animal.
Exotic animal.
Exotic animal.
Oh, yeah.
And that's why you have no game.
Exactly. That's the.
But people here, I mean, they're always like traveling. Unless they're here for long term, it's kind of hard to meet someone who.
Oh.
But a lot of them also, like, after they meet here, they like move together and like stay in Bali, right? There are some.
That's what
stories
happened with my relationship.
Oh yeah, yeah. So that's interesting.
Renars is here now. We're a couple and we're happy.
It's been so good. Okay, let's talk some.
Okay,
other stuff.
let's make Gilli decide the next topic.
Yeah. What do you want to talk about?
So when Renars asked you, so do you want to come to our podcast? What did you think you were going to talk about?
Definitely not this.
Yeah. Well, I actually, because we were in the sauna, right, at the gym.
Oh.
Yeah, I was like asking my question across the sauna room,
'Cause
and
you-
everybody looked at me. And this is like a proper.
It was 15 people in that sauna.
Nah.
Yeah, and they were all sitting kind of between us, and she just like, instead of coming sit next to me and tell me what she wants to say, she just goes like, "What did you say?"
I said like, oh, so have you traveled much around Bali or something
Yeah,
like that?
just like, and everyone is just sitting there. Have you traveled around Bali a lot?
Everyone looked at me.
You have to see it. Okay, it doesn't work.
But this is a proper like chance for me to ask him questions and
Yeah.
stuff, because he's interesting also.
Shut up.
You're interesting.
So yeah, next time, like do this in private. Like, why am I here?
Well, yeah, third wheel. Sometimes it helps. Not in this case. I thought you're gonna be a good wingman, but you suck at it.
In Italian, when there is like the third wheel, we say that he's holding the candle.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good. But the holding candle when they actually have sex, that's what we say. Well, it's like, how do you know that? Did you hold a candle because you hold a candle so they know where everything goes?
No, we were like during the candlelight dinner. You hold the candle.
Oh.
Oh.
We just go straight away to the bedroom. Fuck that.
So topic.
Yeah.
Okay, like, can I ask him? I mean, for you, like, how when you started, martial arts and stunts.
So she immediately presumes that I'm a bad martial artist.
Well, I've only
Fucking
seen you at the gym
asshole.
like a couple of times. Not every day.
Well, you didn't teach her how to kick and
Yeah.
shit. How does she knows what's your martial art level?
Yeah.
Jesus
I
Christ,
didn't
calm
even know
down.
You do jujitsu.
Last time he got upset that
On Monday,
even have a
on Monday,
Yeah.
come for sparring, bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Sure.
I'll break your other arm.
Yeah, it
I'm
doesn't.
gonna choke you out.
Yeah, it doesn't matter that he's 3 times bigger. Well,
No.
yeah, whatever.
It's squirrel jujitsu.
Alright.
Yeah.
Okay, so what's your martial whatever the fuck you do?
So is that the question? I started karate Shotokan when I was 14, and I did it till I was 17. I was in Latvian team. I was representing Latvia, and I was trained.
Which is super special.
Fuck off.
Because there were 2 people in the team.
But then we were competing all the time in Europe, so we're traveling different countries, whatever. But I was really obsessed with karate. I did like 3 times a day.
Three times a
yeah,
day.
3 times a day. I really enjoyed it. But then our club basically kind of disappeared because they had this whole
USSR.
thing going. No, not the USSR. And then I stopped karate, and then I started dancing. I started doing hip hop, and I moved to the capital where that's the place I can do it. So I stopped martial arts for like 4 or 5 years, and then I did a little bit of kickboxing, whatever. But the next time I was back to martial arts when I lived in Vancouver, I did capoeira for 2 years with Ashe Capoeira, where actually Marcos Aurelius is the only one, or one of the well-known, who knocks out guys with Mia Lua
Capoeira
di Campascio with that spin kick. So he was my coach. And he's now stuntman, and he's a professional fighter. I haven't seen him much fighting now. And then when I moved to London,
This was when you were in Cuba, right?
No, in Canada.
Canada.
Yeah.
I heard Cuba.
In Cuba. And then I moved to London, and stunts. I didn't do stunts for 4 or 5 years. I was doing stripping, dancing in clubs. I became part of the Dream Boys, which is like kind of a Magic Mike concept in States, where actually it was all about dancing. Like we didn't go full naked or whatever, but we danced, we learned routines. Right? Yeah. And we had shows, women up to like 1,000, 1,500 women were there. And then because in gymnastics I was training for the pole acrobatics, that's where I met stunt guys. And then they told me about what is the stunts and whatever, what you need to do. And one of them is martial art, and that was judo. So I took judo. In 2 years I got brown belt, and then afterwards I was doing kickboxing, mainly kickboxing, boxing, and and now I'm here, kind of thing. So it was karate, capoeira, and then a judo, and then kind of kickboxing more stuff.
And now jiu-jitsu.
Yeah.
You're very into martial arts. What did you say? Anonymous decision?
Yeah, anonymous decision. I never watch martial arts. That's the thing. You know, when people are like, I never watch sports because I think people are there having fun, making all that cash, and you're like an idiot, just sit there paying for tickets, coming there and all that. You're wasting your time instead of watching. Do it
tomorrow. There's one of the biggest fights of the year. There's the UFC heavyweight championship. There's Francis Ngannou, who's this giant of a man. He's probably the biggest power puncher in the history of the UFC. If you see his knockouts, you think like, okay, the other guy's dead.
Yeah.
And the crazy story about him is that when he was 25, he was in Cameroon. He was working in sand mines. He was just shoveling sand for a living. He was like, fuck this shit. He moved to Paris. He just had just an amount of money to get to Paris. He was homeless for a year.
Wow.
Then somebody spotted him on the street, this mountain man. I was like, fuck, do you want to do boxing? He started. And after 3 years that he started training, was in the UFC and stuff.
Damn.
Yeah. That's what you're talking about, like a raw strength,
Yeah.
but also how long you done labor and stuff.
Yeah.
Because also when I was a kid...
Or the even crazier one is Deontay Wilder.
Yeah, I heard of him.
Which was the boxing champion, heavyweight champion. He started training boxing again, 26 years old. After
Really
one and a half year of training, he won the bronze at the Olympics.
Wow.
Damn.
Wow.
Yeah. I mean, I didn't start martial arts till I was like mid-20s as well. And I've also gone through several surgeries, like I said. But I still think that it's possible to, compete at like high levels, especially for women also. I mean, we still have...
There's a lot of room for improvement.
Yeah. And
But
in Asia also, I think
100%. Any of the training, what you do earlier as younger, is going to help you.
Yeah.
But I think for me, my formula was I was always being active. Like in my little town, we had no martial arts, no dancing, what I would like to do, but we had football, volleyball, basketball, and I did them all. And like football teaches you be fast, be explosive, basketball teaches you a reaction, because a lot of martial artists actually, they use like these small balls and how you react and how you're going to move, and that's what you do in basketball. So all of those things going to help and can add to your martial art.
What about dancing? Like, how has that helped? Because recently I've been exploring with dancing to loosen up like my body.
It's nice. She's not asking me a fucking question.
Yeah.
That's great. That's great. Fuck you both.
Tell us about your martial art journey.
Fuck you both. Fuck.
Tell us.
How many times have you tapped out?
It looks like he's going to tap out now.
I think we should have a follow-up clip of us rolling.
Oh, yes.
I would twist you like a pretzel.
Okay, we'll see.
I
We'll put that
see that.
subtitle over our footage.
He's
come
he's
on.
just going to destroy you with his weight. That's about it. That's his thing.
That's the thing with jiu-jitsu. You learn with technique, like how to
Yeah.
counter that. Obviously,
There's a point. But listen, there's a point where you can't.
Yeah.
I had a brown belt girl. I thought she was amazing.
Yeah, I
but
know.
with the strength, I could do some damage there.
Yeah,
so, and it's like when she was like, but we just kind of, I was like,
If you flow roll, of course.
Yeah.
But and that's true. But that's also, for example, when me and Renars roll. there's and maybe because we don't have that much technique yet, but there's some position when you just power through. You know, it's normal.
Yeah, that's how it is. And like last couple of days, I had really good rolls, and I had a blue belt yesterday, who I got in like 3 times submissions and stuff. And I was using technique, which I was learning, but I could see that if I wouldn't have that strength, he would get out of it. You know.
No, but the craziest thing though is when you roll with real black belts, because you feel like they're not using any strength, and still they treat you like a toddler. They they decide which position to go every single time. Like for example, yesterday I was rolling with this black belt, and he put me in the arm triangle choke. And then I asked, okay, what's the defense? And he explained it to me, and then we start rolling, and boom, he put me in the same position again. I was like, okay, try the defense. And then again, and I was like, how the fuck? And they were all different setup to the same position. I was I felt so
they're like 10 steps
powerless.
ahead.
Yeah.
But I think one of the greatest feelings is about BJJ and about anything, like when you learn something and you think, oh, that's pretty cool, and then you actually can apply it. Because 2 days ago, they taught this whole quite long routine, which ends with bow and arrow. And I'm rolling with the blue belt, quite decent guy, not very strong. I could feel I'm stronger, and I get him through all the stuff that we did, and I got him bow and arrow, and he tapped out, and I wanted to say, oh, thank you so much, man, that you were going with this. And he's like, what do you mean I was going with this? You got me. I was like, oh shit, and the feeling is incredible.
So yeah, you were asking him
about dancing. Dancing is actually, in my opinion, and I think so, some boxers and so like kickboxers, they think that dancing is very good for the rhythm, the sense, and all that
what
stuff.
you're referring to is Lomachenko.
Lomachenko, yeah, he was dancer, right?
Which was considered one of the best pound for pound. He just lost his last fight for the title, but he's amazing. And his father is also his trainer. And at first, he started training him in boxing when he was 4 years old. And then for 4 or 5 years, he said, stop doing boxing. You just have to do traditional Ukrainian dance. And then he started teaching him boxing again. And he's the one with the best footwork ever in boxing.
There you go. From my experience, funny enough.
See, I know my shit.
I did karate for like 4 years when I was competing and everything. And then I did hip hop. Right. And what I noticed, I used a lot of like, when you do in karate, you do the forms, the katas, right? You do all that preparation. And I could use that in my dance because like certain moves in hip hop, you want to do it very powerful, very like, and I can use that in that way as well. So it goes both ways, not just.
And another interesting thing is that Eddie Bravo, which is one of the forefathers of BJJ, actually not BJJ because he does no-gi, but he's the creator, for example, of the rubber guard. He has this chain of gyms called 10th Planet Jiu-Jitsu, and they don't do gi, and they are focused on like BJJ for combat. You know, is transition better if you do mixed martial arts, for example. Tony Ferguson is one of the very famous fighters that comes from that gym, and Eddie Bravo has always said that the best base for BJJ is breakdancing.
Perfect.
Because you're flexible and also you learn how to improvise.
Yes, and one of the biggest ones is when they spin on their heads, their muscles get developed on their necks, and they like know exactly what they're doing. And similar was because I forgot to tell, I did Kung Fu for about 2-3 years as well. So my weapon was a double sword, and one of the moves is you need to go on your head while you have your double sword and twist around all the way around and continue walking like that. So in judo, that's a kind of a warm-up training move as well. Right. But now think about 2 swords, and you have to go faster than just around. So Kung Fu, like if you look around, have you seen this guy like Monk? Who was start doing like also like MMA fights and stuff. That wasn't an MMA fight, but he was like K1 or something, and just incredible power because the conditioning what they do in Kung Fu, it's nuts.
Yeah.
So and after this amazing question from our new host, Gilli, who's interviewing Renards, and I'm just here spectating. We're going to have one more break, and then we're going to finish asking what's Gilli's blueprint. Boom. And we're back with the last part of our podcast. Actually, Gilli has to go pretty soon, one of her Women's Lair training sessions, which is great. Now, before we say goodbye to this fucked up podcast episode, and I hope I never see you again, but before that...
Really?
Nah.
Really?
Really? She's a girl's girl. Really? Before that, so the title, I'm looking because I always forget. The title of our podcast is called...
Something blueprints.
Something print. A collection of blueprint, which basically... what's your blue... okay, you take over. I don't know what to ask.
You just got in the fucking shit. Blueprint just represents what is your kind of tactic of your life. What are you considering to look after or to look up to? Is it like thinking about and feeling your gut to make the decisions? And we had different versions for it. Thinking gut, hearing spirits, or...
Okay, you're even worse than me.
Yeah.
Okay, and so
and
basically...
seeing signs like Chris does.
Especially right now that there's so many people stuck. And there's so many people that really are not happy with their life.
Yep.
We are very lucky. We live in paradise. We do what we want to do.
Yep.
You decided to get out of corporate, and now you are just starting your own project. And as you said, you get shit done. So what makes you be confident in yourself, and what would you suggest? What would you suggest to the people that are like, maybe I should start this, but I don't know, I have doubts, the corporate world, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah.
Getting out of comfort zone, all
great
that
question.
shit.
Yeah, I mean, I always talk about two things. One of it, which is my mission statement. So like businesses have mission statements. Humans, we can also like write our own mission statement.
Interesting.
And it's basically
Very
just
business-minded mission statement.
It's just like a one-liner. It doesn't need to be perfect.
Tell us.
Like when you first write it.
What is it?
Stop
so
teasing.
for mine is basically to inspire and empower people, especially women, to become the best version of themselves by becoming happier, healthier, and stronger. Yeah, but I mean everything I do.
But I also like best version
statement.
of yourself. That's such a bullshit thing to say.
Oh wow! I thought you were gonna
Really?
defend her.
No.
Oh my God.
I'm actually serious.
That's what he has
But what is best version of ourselves?
It's up to you to decide. Like, do you feel happy?
You see, to me, that's the problem.
Mm.
When you say it's up to you to decide, because people are lazy as fuck.
Oh, here you go.
You shouldn't let them decide. That's my opinion.
Well, are you getting happier, healthier, and stronger every day?
Sometimes.
Yeah, it depends
So-
if I've been drinking that before.
Yeah. Well, you're not gonna be perfect every day, right? But
There you
most
go.
of it, like
1%
in your
more
life,
every day.
yeah, most of the things that I'm doing in my life is actually comes back down to this mission statement.
Okay.
And it's the purpose that drives me every day. And if I have to make a major decision, I look back at this mission statement and see if what I'm about to do actually comes back down to this.
Wow.
And it doesn't need to be perfect, right? Just as
So-
you gain more experiences.
so my
just
question
refine
As a
is-
blueprint, you can use that.
So
Yeah.
my question is having sexual renars compatible with your mission
Is that
statement?
part of becoming happier,
no.
healthier, and
No,
stronger?
definitely not. Happier,
No.
more satisfied. Fuck no.
It's a
Have you
diversion.
tried?
Yeah, I talk
Oh,
for
I
experience.
see, that's why.
But you mentioned there are two things.
Yeah.
One is the mission statement.
And then the other one is so I took it also from like Warren Buffett. Actually, he applied it to career goals. So if you have career goals or whatever, list a
Korea goals.
no, but it's
North Korea goals.
a list of 25 things that make you happy. So
Oh,
instead of
shit.
your career goals, start with a list of 25 things that make you happy. It could
Okay.
be something as simple
tell
as
us
like
3 things in your list.
dancing.
Okay.
I mean, I'm
Okay.
not like
Sure.
great at it,
Yeah,
but I'm
it's-
learning.
It's
Yeah.
good. Dancing.
That no,
So-
okay.
Dancing?
And then like training, obviously, really like,
Yeah.
you know, whether it's martial arts or just general gym training.
And
that makes me
Renars.
really happy.
That's the
There's 25, right? So there could
I
be room.
think Renars should be in everyone's lists.
Yeah, even if she would have 150 things, I wouldn't be part of it.
Not even your mom has you in the list.
Oh, here's the mama jokes.
Ouch.
I read this joke about COVID, which is the best mama joke ever.
What?
Your mama is so dumb that she studied to do the COVID test.
She did what?
Your mom is so
studied
dumb
like
that she had to study to take the COVID
Oh my
test.
God.
I love it.
Silence.
I love it. It's the best joke ever. I love it. It's my top favorite joke.
So what are the 3 things that make you happy?
Helping people.
You're not gonna be Miss America. Just fucking say.
Sleeping, eating, and shitting, and that
And-
explains a lot.
And I was gonna say, like, basically that list of things. I mean, obviously eating chocolate or whatever is gonna make you happy, but try to see it as like things that could value add to people's lives, like maybe teaching.
No. Okay, now to be serious,
Yeah.
the thing that make me happy is performing comedy on stage.
Yeah.
That's definitely something
Making
that
people laugh.
yes,
Yeah.
making people laugh. Actually, I don't look like, but training make me happy. I should.
The Let's Lair.
Yeah,
Why are you not making this fun for me? Like you saying that straight away. I should be adding that.
I should. No, the problem with me and training is this.
Yeah.
The problem is that I call them walls. So you probably don't know this. Well, of course you don't know this about me. So before I used to live in Jimbaran, in Ungasan, down south of Bali,
Yeah.
where it's all flat. And one day I went out for a run. Now I hate running. And I ran for 6 kilometers and I stopped and I was like, you know, the weird thing is that I hated every inch of it, but there wasn't a point when I said I cannot take an extra step. So the next day I run for 8. The next day I run for 10.
Yeah.
Then the next for 12. Then 15. Then 20. Then every day I was running 20 kilometers. Until at one point I did for a charity, I was going to run from Lovina, the northernmost part of Bali, to Uluwatu, which was 100k. I didn't make it, but I did run for 50k. And this with just 1 month training.
Wow.
I hated running. Like I wasn't doing it because I liked it. I was doing precisely because I don't like it. And for me, that's the same with the gym. The gym is different because the gym, once I'm there, I love it. The problem is what I call the walls. Because every morning that I have to go to the gym, there's a voice that said, don't fucking go, man. Like fuck it. Like, who gives a fuck? Like, don't go. It's tomorrow. And my mind start creating thousands of fucking excuses.
Yeah.
There's like, come on, don't go. And the problem is that sometimes I give in to those excuses.
Yeah.
And then this is the first wall. The second wall is, okay, if I get dressed, then there's way more probability that I will go. So for me, it's like, okay, the first step, just get dressed. Maybe then you won't go, but just get fucking dressed. So I get dressed, and after it's like, yeah, okay, you already get dressed, you did your work, you can stay home. And there's all these walls that come in. And also, now I started doing, for example, double training, which is a lot. It's 3 hours straight. I do striking and straight away jiu-jitsu after. And after the striking, again, their voice says, don't fucking do it. You already trained. You train. It's fine. But then the second I start doing jiu-jitsu, I enjoy it. I'm like, this is the best thing ever. So the problem for me is not training. The problem is
Showing up.
Yep. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of big successful people say, just show up. Just whatever, just show it up.
What was it? Steve Jobs said that 50% in success is showing up, something like that.
Yeah, and a lot of other actors and famous people keep saying it.
I mean, it's like talking about habits, right? You know the book Atomic Habits by
Yes,
James
I was just like reading it again. It's amazing. We talked about this.
OMG.
This is how I get friend zone straight away. It's like 5 habits.
No,
yeah.
the problem.
I should be like, yeah, I never read that shit, but what the fuck is that? That's way harder.
The problem with Renars is that
there are a lot of
them. One of the
Which
problems with Renars is
there you go.
with women is that 90% of the women that don't know him think he's gay. It's
Yeah.
true.
Really?
And I have to prove it straight away that I'm not.
How do you prove it?
Bend over.
Boom.
Just like
And
that.
then they call the police.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, so actually these two things that you said are extremely corny, extremely coachy.
Of course.
But
Not a coach.
Do you guys want to hear what works for me?
No.
Please.
We already asked you questions.
Please.
Do you have time? Oh, you have to go?
You have to
Okay,
go.
she has to go.
You can tell me in person.
Oh, broski.
Okay, so this
Oh my
was...
God, that was fucking funny.
Okay, we blew it with that.
Success, great success. The fifth person, and finally we go out and do
We'll
stuff.
go out and maybe insert penis in
Oh my
women
God.
layer.
I gotta go.
In the layer, we investigate the layer.
She's gonna go. Thank you very much,
Yep.
Gilli. It's been a pleasure, at least for me. I'm not sure for you.
It was
I'm never coming back. No, I'm just kidding.
Good.
It's okay, yeah.
We're not gonna invite you, so it's fine.
It's not like, could he come back next week to do another podcast?
Let's turn it in a 3-people podcast.
Here you go.
This was Gilli, blueprint, something. Thank you very much. My name is Chris. We have Renars.
What up?
We have Gilli.
Gillian, yeah.
Do you want to say something more? No, we don't have much time.
Yeah.
As with everything, bye, mom.
Bye.
And remember to dance like no one's watching.
Everyone's watching.
And eat vegetables.